Hi, I'm Bob McCoskrie. I've always been aware that the family meal table holds something special, not just the food. As I grew up through my childhood and young adult years at home, and now as a married man with my own family, meals together have always been an important part of each day. As my children got older and as school and work and sports commitments increased, it became necessary that we had to work really hard to ensure that we all sit down to dinner as often as possible. And that can be a challenge, as you may be aware of also if you have a busy family life. But a couple of years ago, I decided to examine the research that's been done around the world specifically on this issue. And I wanted to ask a simple question. Should we do more to promote and encourage families to have dinners together on a regular basis? What does the research say? Now look, breakfasts and lunches are just as important and maybe more convenient for everyone to attend, especially at the weekend, but it seems that dinner is the most likely of times that we can all gather together, especially on weekdays, even if it's an early or a late dinner together. And that's where the research is tended to focus, on family dinner time. So the resulting report was entitled, "It's Time for Dinner, the Effect of Regular Family Dinners on Family Life." And amongst all the research, and there was a lot, the areas examined related to the effects of regular family dinners on well-being, risk-taking, nutrition, obesity, preventing eating disorders, protection from the harms of cyberbullying, and the effects of technology and effects of deprivation. And what I found was compelling. On the whole, regular family dinners have a positive and protective effect, which benefits families, and especially young people. The magic appears not to be around the food, but around the family engagement, the conversations, the strengthening of family bonds, and importantly, the role in helping children deal with the challenges of adolescence and peer pressure. And also, family meals provide important opportunities for parents to communicate clear expectations around behaviour and family values. More frequent dinners also give opportunities for teenagers to express problems and concerns as they arise. The research also suggests a possible link between decreases in likelihood of suicidal thoughts, binge drinking, smoking and marijuana use, sexual activity, obesity, and eating disorders. However, a word of caution from the research. They can also be negative experiences. It may not be enough to suggest that families eat together regularly if they come prepared to criticise, to control, or to avoid conversation altogether. I'm sure we've all experienced one or two or a few of those types of dinners. But when they work, family dinners together help make great memories and strengthen the bond of those present. It seems a great idea that families should schedule as many dinners together during the week as possible, even when competing with busy work and school schedules. So, here's a couple of tips based on these research findings. Make shared family meals a priority. If necessary, book them in with the family in advance, especially with older, busier children. Prepare simple, cost-effective meals. Feeling the burden to produce my kitchen rules meals simply puts pressure on family members who are preparing the meal. Involve children and teens in the meal planning and preparation. Have healthy eating options. Keep the mealtime as positive as possible. Turn off the TV and devices while at the table. Don't have dinner with Hilary Barry or Mike McRoberts or Shortland Street. Have it with each other. In fact, in our family, we sometimes have a bit of fun and we get everybody to put their phones in the middle of the table, and the first phone to light up with a notification, the owner has to clear the table after dinner. That quickly encourages everyone to put their phone in flight mode. Make dinner not about the food, but about the family and time together. The other thing that we do as a family on a regular basis at dinner is to go around the table and get each person to share one good thing that happened during the day and one not so good thing. It's a ritual that Ian and Mary Grant encourages, and it's very powerful. Everybody is given a voice and each family member receives the love, the congratulations, the comfort, the care, the celebration, the advice, whatever is appropriate based on what is shared. And it's a safe place to share. Now, in preparation for writing this research report, we actually commissioned some independent research, which was reported in the New Zealand Herald. It found that 88% of all New Zealanders said family dinners were important, but 98% of families with children said it was important. That's good. However, when it came to actually doing it, it was a different story. Just over half of the families, 56%, said they have dinner together at least 5 nights a week. 2/3, or 67% of families with children, said they did. At least 5 nights per week. That's actually not too bad, is it? But sadly, low-income families were less likely to have family dinners as often as this, perhaps because of issues like shift work. Interestingly, a gender split was observed, with 80% of women saying family dinners were very important, compared with 55% of men. Come on, men, we need to get our families to the dinner table. As our nationwide billboards have said, which you may have seen, what your kids want for dinner is you. Good things happen at the table. Just finally, and on a personal note, the day that this report was published was a time when my mum was in her final days and about to graduate to heaven. So it was a bitter-sweet moment, because I know the emphasis that my mum placed on family time and meals together. There was an expectation that you'd have to have a good excuse not to be at the dinner table, and the large family gatherings with the extended family and grandchildren were her favourites. You know, a family meal accompanied by a serving of conversation and topped with care can make all the difference to family life. Family, it's time for dinner.